Good afternoon, learners. My name is Atrey Sinha. I am Academic Officer English from National Institute of Open Schooling. Today we will read the lesson Mary Koms interview, which is included in the new Senior Secondary English course code 302 as lesson number 2. This lesson is to know a sports sensation of India, a living legend in the field of boxing. MC Mary Kom is an Indian boxer who has earned many medals, awards and titles worldwide by playing her favorite sport, boxing. She has won World Boxing Championships 6 times. She is unparalleled. She is so magnificent in this sport that she has been nicknamed as Magnificent Mary. Now the most interesting thing is that Mary Kom continued and completed her secondary schooling from NIS. Did you know that? Yes, she is one of us, and let us know more about it to get to know her in this lesson. So let's start. So before starting the lesson, we must know the learning outcomes that are expected to achieve through this lesson. So first of all, after completing the lesson, the learner recognizes the genre of interview as a literary text by close reading and interpreting possible meanings. Identifies Northeast India. They will also be able to explain the exceptional qualities like hard work, determination and dedication. Further, after completing the lesson, the learner illustrates the accomplishment of sports personnel and their contributions to the nation, and composes write-ups in expository styles from their own experiences. So that's all about the learning outcomes that are there in this lesson, that are embedded in this lesson. So after that, let's jump to the text. So this text is divided into 3 parts. The first part is about a short biography like thing of Mary Kom. Then in section 2, there is the interview with Mary Kom, and after that we will know the achievements altogether in this text. So today we will do the first 2 sections, I mean the biography section and the interview section, and next day we will continue with the achievement parts and the grammar and vocabulary and writing portions that are followed in this lesson. So let's start with the biography part, that is section 1. Mangte Chungjay Mary Kom is an Indian boxer born 24th November 1982 to Mr. Mangte Tonpa Kom and Mrs. Sanekham Kom in a village named Sagang in the Churchandpur district of the state of Manipur in India. As per tradition, she was named Chungnejing after her maternal grandmother. Mary Kom was born in an underprivileged family of the Kom tribe in Manipur, India. Soon after she was born, her parents moved to a different village to make ends meet. Therefore, she was raised in a small village known as Kangathei in Manipur. Her father worked as a tenant farmer to support the family there. It was a hand-to-mouth situation for them. So, this is about the opening paragraph of Mary Kom's biography. So, Mary Kom's full name is Mangte Chungnejang Mary Kom. She was born on 24 November 1982 in Sagang village, which is in Churachandpur district of Manipur, that is situated in India, northeast state in India. Her parents' name is Mangte Tonpa Kom and his mother's name is Sanekham Kom. According to her community's custom, Mary Kom was named after her maternal grandmother, that is her mother's mother, and her name was Chungjang. So, Mary Kom was born in an underprivileged family of the Kom tribe in Manipur, India. So, Mary Kom's family was poor and had limited resources. They belonged to the Kom tribe, one of the tribal communities in Manipur. Soon after she was born, her parents moved to a different village to make ends meet. So, after Mary was born, her parents moved to another village so that they could earn enough money for survival. Therefore, she was raised in a small village known as Kangathei in Manipur. So Mary Kom grew up in the village of Kangatei, where her parents settled. Her father worked as a tenant farmer to support the family there. It was a hand-to-mouth situation for them. So her father worked on someone else's land as a tenant farmer. If someone is farming in another one's farm, then that particular farmer is called tenant farmer. And Mary Kom's father was also working like that. And therefore their income was very low and they earned just enough to survive, which is called hand-to-mouth life. Now move on to the second paragraph. Mary Kom grew up in humble surrounding and was the eldest of the 3 children. She helped her father in farm-related chores and helped her mother in household chores, along with going to school and playing that she liked the best. She was a good athlete. She participated in all kinds of sports, namely volleyball, football, athletics, etc. She started training in athletics, but soon her passion for boxing was ignited when boxer Dinko Singh returned to Manipur with a gold medal from the Asian Games in 1998. She was inspired beyond measure, so much so that she enrolled herself for training in boxing without telling her parents. So, as we learn in this section, in this paragraph, that Mary Kom grew up in humble surroundings and was the eldest of the 3 children. So Mary Kom's family was simple and modest. She was the oldest of 3 siblings. She helped her father in farm-related chores and helped her mother in household chores, along with going to school and playing that she liked the best. Now Mary Kom worked hard even as a child. She helped her father on the farm, helped her mother at home, went to school, and still made time to play, which she loved the most. She was a good athlete. She participated in all kinds of sports, namely volleyball, football, athletics, etc. Mary Kom was good at sports from a young age. She played volleyball, football and running events like athletics, showing her all-around talent. She started training in athletics, but soon her passion for boxing was ignited when boxer Dinko Singh returned to Manipur with a gold medal from the Asian Games in 1998. So Mary Kom first trained in athletics like running and other type of sports. But in 1998, when Dinko Singh, another Manipuri boxer, won a gold medal in the Asian Games, she was deeply inspired to take up boxing. She was inspired beyond measure, so much so that she enrolled herself for training in boxing without telling her parents. Mary Kom was so motivated by Dinko Singh's success that she secretly joined boxing training. She didn't even tell her parents. Next paragraph. This journey to the World Championship was not an easy one for Mary Kom. Her parents and her neighbors rejected the idea of boxing for her initially, since boxing is considered unsuitable for women by many. Mary Kom hid her passion for boxing from her family. She was a considerate daughter. She knew the condition of the family. She understood that boxing could lead to injuries and her family did not have the money to treat those injuries. Mary Kom left home to train herself and continued her training and studies at the Sports Authority of India, Imphal, the capital city of Manipur. She began her training in boxing under coach M. Narjit Singh. Soon the family saw her picture in the newspaper for winning the Manipur State Boxing Championship in 2000. Seeing their daughter's prolific performance and innate talent for boxing, they couldn't continue to disregard her plea to play the game she loved the most. Since then, there was nothing stopping her. So that's about a short journey of Mary Kom, this living legend. This journey to the World Championship was not an easy one for Mary Kom. So her path to become a world champion boxer was very difficult. Her parents and her neighbors rejected the idea of boxing for her initially, At first, her parents and neighbors didn't support her because they thought boxing was not suitable for girls. Since boxing is considered unsuitable for women by many, Mary Kom hid her passion for boxing from her family. Because people believed boxing was not a women's sport, Mary Kom kept her training secret from her family. She was a considerate daughter. She knew the condition of the family. Mary Kom was thoughtful and caring. She understood her family's poor financial situation, the poverty-stricken situation of her family. She understood that boxing could lead to injuries and her family didn't have the money to treat those injuries. So Mary Kom knew that boxing could cause injuries and her family couldn't afford medical treatment. Mary Kom left home to train herself and continued her training and studies at the Sports Authority of India, Imphal, the capital city of Manipur. So Imphal is the capital city of Manipur, and Mary Kom left her village and joined the Sports Authority of India, which is situated in Imphal, and there she continued both her education and boxing training. She began her training in boxing under coach M. Narjit Singh. So her boxing coach was M. Narjit Singh, who trained her professionally. Soon the family saw her picture in the newspaper for winning the Manipur State Boxing Championship in 2000. So in 2000, Mary Kom won the Manipur State Boxing Championship and her photo appeared in a newspaper. That's how her family learned about her boxing career. Seeing their daughter's prolific performances and innate talent for boxing, they couldn't continue to disregard her plea to play the game she loved the most. So, where her parents saw how skilled and talented she was in the field of boxing, they accepted her passion and allowed her to continue boxing. Since then, there was nothing stopping her. So, from that time onward, nothing could hold her back. Her career of boxing began to soar. Moving to next paragraph, Mary Kom dominated the ring for several years. She took a short break after her marriage when she gave birth to twins in 2007. After having kids, reinstating her training regime was not an easy task at all. Still, she came back sturdier than ever. She won a silver medal in 2008 at the Asian Women's Boxing Championship in India, followed by a gold medal in 2008 at the AIBA Women's World Boxing Championship in China, and so on. She went on to add many feathers to her hat. Mary Kom never compromises hard work, determination, dedication and confidence, be it in the training or the ring. This makes her the perfect role model for the young generation. So, Mary Kom dominated the ring for several years. Mary Kom was extremely successful in boxing competitions for many years. She took a short break after her marriage when she gave birth to twins in 2007. After getting married, she paused her boxing career briefly in 2007 when she had twin children. After having kids, reinstating her training regime was not an easy task at all. So after becoming a mother, it was difficult for her to start training again and regain that fitness. Still, she came back sturdier than ever, but she returned to the ring stronger and more determined than before. She won a silver medal in 2008 at the Asian Women's Boxing Championship in India, followed by a gold medal in 2008 at the AIBA Women's World Boxing Championship in China, and so on. So in 2008, she won silver at the Asian Women's Championship and gold at the AIBA World Championship, beginning her international success. She went on to add many feathers to her hat. This idiom means she achieved many more honors and awards afterward. Mary Kom never compromises hard work, determination, dedication and confidence. So Mary Kom always maintains her hard work, determination, dedication and confidence. She never lets these qualities weaken, be it in the training or the ring. So whether she is practicing or fighting in the ring, she always gives her best. This makes her the perfect role model for the young generation. So because of her discipline and attitude, Mary Kom is an excellent example for young people to follow. So in this unit, we have learned the details of Mary Kom's background, her journey into boxing, the initial challenges she faced, and her impressive achievements as a boxer. It emphasizes her status as a role model for aspiring athletes. She was born in an underprivileged family of the Kom tribe in the village of Sagang in the Churanchandpur district of Manipur, India. Her parents moved to the village of Kangathai to make ends meet, where she was raised. Despite facing financial hardships, she paused her passion for boxing. Inspired by Dinko Singh's success, initially met the resistance from her family and community due to societal norms and taboos against women in boxing, Mary Kom preserved her trained secretly. Her dedication and talent eventually won her family's support, and she went on to achieve great success in the sport. Her career included winning medals at Asian and World Championships even after a break for childbirth, and it makes her an inspiring role model for her unwavering commitment, determination and confidence. So, we have already read the section 1 of this lesson, Mary Kom's interview. We will move on to the second section, that is the interview of Mary Kom, but before that, let's have a short break.
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने, हम
अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने
सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो,
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो,
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो।
बनिए प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय का है द्वार खुला सबकी खातिर।
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर।
शिक्षा और परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर दुनिया में इसके केंद्र बात।
कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने, हम अपना जीत स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने। कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने, स्वयं बने, हम
Welcome back, learners. We were reading Mary Koms interview, lesson number 2 of our senior secondary English course 302. So, before going to the short break, we were reading the biography of Mary Kom, and there we learned about her family name, her family condition, and her passion for boxing, and most importantly passion for the sports, and most importantly specifically for boxing, and how she overcome very hurdle situations to be the boxer, be the living legend of India. Now moving on to the second section where we will get the interview of Mary Kom. So let's start the section 2. Mary Kom is a name that has broken all the boundaries. Youths of today can learn from this living legend and be inspired to achieve their dreams. She is one of the many great women leaders of the world. She is a world icon for many who love sports. Sheer faith in herself, unbending hard work, and unshakable determination led Mary Kom to succeed. Let us experience Mary Kom through an interview. So, Mary Kom is a name that has broken all the boundaries. Mary Kom has achieved things that most people thought were impossible. She has gone beyond limits and defeated all restrictions placed on women in sports. Youths of today can learn from this living legend and be inspired to achieve their dreams. Young people can learn lessons and feel motivated from Mary Kom's life story to follow and fulfill their own dreams. She is one of the many great women leaders of the world. Mary Kom is not just a sports person but also a leader and inspiration for women across the world. She is a world icon for many who love sports. People all around the world who admire sports look up to her as a global role model. Sheer faith in herself, unbending hard work and unshakable determination led Mary Kom to succeed. Mary Kom succeeded because she had strong self-belief, worked very hard and never gave up no matter how difficult the situation became. Let us experience Mary Kom through an interview. So the text now present an imaginary or recorded interview so we can understand her personality and thoughts directly. So let's jump to the interview part. Interviewer: which is your favorite sport? Mary Kom: since my childhood I have loved sports, especially boxing. Why did you choose boxing? On the suggestion of my athletics coach and the introduction of women's boxing, I changed my discipline from athletics to boxing. Boxing was more suited to my physical attributes and what I have always loved to do. I was also inspired to try harder and strive higher by the achievements of Muhammad Ali. So, the interviewer has asked Mary Kom about her favorite sports, and Mary Kom says that she has always loved sports, but boxing is the one she loves the most. Even from her early childhood, her athletics coach suggested she try boxing after women's boxing began in India. She switched from athletics because boxing matched her strength and body type. She is also inspired by the legendary boxer Muhammad Ali, whose success motivated her to aim higher. Then interviewer asked, what is the best thing about your profession? Mary Kom said, you have to take a punch in your face, no matter if you win or lose. Then she laughs. So, Mary Kom jokes that in boxing, one must first face hits and pain, whether you win or lose, and it shows her sense of humor and toughness. Then, you have been the only female boxer representing India on many occasions internationally. Did that put any additional pressure on you? Mary Kom answers, no, not at all. I was pretty confident about myself, I knew. So when the interviewer asked about that he has been the only women representative of women boxing from India, then Mary Kom answers that even though she was the only woman representing India, she never felt nervous or pressured. She was confident in her abilities. Next, what are some of your favorite childhood memories? Mary Kom answers, I loved playing in the fields back home and racing with my fellow students on the way to school. Looking back now, I realize that belonging to the family of a laborer actually helped to prepare my body for boxing. There were many times when my family didn't have enough food or warm clothing to go around. All this made me physically as well as emotionally tough. So, Mary Kom remembers playing outdoors and running with friends as a child. She believes that growing up in a hardworking poor family actually made her stronger physically and mentally, and which helped her in opting for boxing career and being prosperous in this field. What is the secret behind your success? What is it that you have that other women boxers don't? Mary Kom says, my secret is complete focus and concentration. Whether it is during training or in a boat, I never let my attention waver. I also don't stress myself out unnecessarily about the outcome of a match during a competition. I have faith in God and my training. While I do admit that my talent is unique and God-gifted, other boxers can also better their performance by working hard at training, preparation and strategy. I also have great instinct and attitude. You may call it overconfidence, but I always believe that I am going to win a match. I know that I can do it and nothing will make me believe otherwise. So Mary Kom says her success comes from total focus. She never loses concentration, trusts in God and believes in her own training. She also admits her talent is natural or God gifted, but other boxers can improve through hard work and planning, through strategy. Her confidence and strong attitude make her believe she will always win, which pushes her to perform her best. Moving on, interviewer asked, what was going through your mind when you boxed your way into the 6th World Championship title? Mary Kom replied, winning the title was an incredibly emotional event for me. I remembered that after I had held up my hand for the win and came down from the ring, I was overwhelmed with emotions. I had won 6 World Championship titles. All my struggles and hard work had borne fruit. There were so many fans who were rooting for me. Many of them had come from far-flung places just to see me play. Her husband and kids were there too. Pride written large on their faces. All of this made me break down in tears. So Mary Kom wins her 6th World Championship, and that made her extremely emotional, and she felt that all her hard work had finally paid off. She was moved seeing her fans, husband and children's pride, which made her cry tears of joy. Moving on, interviewer asked, tell us about your fitness regime. Mary Kom replied, you need to have both mental and physical strength to succeed in this sport. To compete in a coveted competition like the World Championship, I not only have to be fit to fight, but also need to have confidence. I don't rely solely on my coaches or my training schedule. I often go that extra mile to achieve the kind of fitness I want. I also rely heavily on my experience and the knowledge that I have gathered over the years. So Mary Kom explains that boxing requires both physical and mental power, and she trains hard beyond the normal schedule, uses her own experience and keeps pushing herself to achieve perfect fitness and self-confidence. Moving on, interviewer asked, how do you keep yourself motivated after so many years in the field? Mary Kom replied, my success obviously keep me motivated, but the fact that I am often competing against boxers who are younger than me makes me want to fight harder. The best part is that even if they train vigorously, they can't beat me easily. I can tell that they have a tough time fighting against me. So Mary Kom is talking about her past victories that inspire her to keep going. Facing younger opponents makes her want to work harder and prove herself. She proudly notes that even younger boxers find it hard to defeat her. Moving on, you have made history by breaking Katie Taylor's record and equaling Felix Evans as the most successful boxer in the World Championship. What does that feel like? Now Mary Kom answers, I am very happy that I managed to break the women's record, and I am now tied with Felix Evans for the men's record. Winning the World Championship 6 times is a historic achievement. In fact, winning it even once is no easy task. So Mary Kom feels very proud and happy to have broken the women's record, women's world record, and matched the men's record of Felix Evans. She knows that winning even once is difficult, so doing it 6 times is a great honor. Moving on, we are a nation of 1.3 billion people. Why do you think a change is required to help us win medals that are proportionate with our population? I think more and more people should take up sports as a full-time career if we want more gold medals. More corporates should come in and sponsor players so that the players don't have any financial pressure and can just focus on their games. So, Mary Koms says that to win more medals, India needs more people to take sports seriously as careers. Also, companies and sponsors should support athletes financially so that players can train freely without any monetary worries. Then the interviewer asked, do you think interest in boxing in India will ever go beyond the Olympics? Mary Koms replies, yes, I'm sure that in a few years, boxing will be very popular among everyone in India all year round. So, Mary Koms is very hopeful for the future of boxing. She is confident that boxing will soon become a widely loved sport in India, not just during the Olympic Games. Then, what's your opinion on the future of Indian boxing? Mary Koms answers, the future is very bright and I am sure many more boxers will get medals for us. So, Mary Koms believes that Indian boxing will grow stronger and that many new Indian boxers will win medals in the future. Then interviewer asked, do you have a message for our students? Mary Koms says, keep trying to achieve your dreams. If it doesn't happen in the first trial, try the second time, try the third time, try until you achieve what you want. It was the same for me. Especially being a woman, no one believed in me being in a men's game. But I kept trying as I believed in myself, and today I have achieved what I dreamt of. So never fail to try, go ahead, nobody can stop you. At the end, people will recognize and appreciate you. Have the will, keep fighting and never give up. So this is the message for all the NIS learners and in a general all the learners of the nation, and her message is about perseverance. Keep trying and again until you succeed. She says that as a woman in a male dominated sport, many didn't believe in her, but she believed in herself and proved them wrong. She advises everyone to believe, work hard and never give up. One day, success and recognition will come automatically. So that's all about the interview section of Mary Koms' interview lesson. So in this section, we have learned that Mary Koms, an inspirational Indian boxer, broke barriers with sheer determination. In this interview, she revealed her passion for boxing, shaped by her coach's advice and Muhammad Ali's influence. Her journey as the sole female Indian boxer internationally didn't deter her. She stressed the importance of focus, belief and attitude in her success. Winning her 6th World Championship title was an emotional pinnacle. She emphasized the need for mental and physical strength, remaining motivated by the challenge of competing against younger opponents. Mary Koms' record-breaking achievements and hope for Indian sports' future echoed her message to never give up on dreams, especially for women in traditionally male-dominated fields. So, today we have read that the Mary Koms interview portion, the lesson Mary Koms interview section 1 and section 2. In section 1 we have learned some biographical details about the magnificent Mary, that is Mary Koms, and in the second section we have read the interview with Mary Koms, and there we come to know about her perseverance, about her determination, about her hard work, everything. So, in our next class, we will discuss about her achievements, that is there in the third section of this very lesson, and after that we will move on to the grammar, vocabulary, writing and other sections that are there in this lesson, that are embedded in this lesson, and we will discuss that in our next class. Till then, thank you.